This is a collective message. The first card that I have for you is the Brown Bear Spirit, and this card recommends that you take some time out. There's a time to act and a time to focus your attention on patient strategizing. The arrival of the Brown Bear Spirit signals that you're best served by foregoing hard work towards your goals at this moment and instead taking the time out to meditate or just take a nap so that you can refresh yourself and begin planning what you want to co-create next. Come to know the lay of the land as you contemplate and imagine what you might do in this vast space of possibility before you and begin forming a plan. Remember, sleep allows for dreaming and rest allows for clear-headed strategizing. How might you become the person that you wish to be and experience whatever your heart desires? Insights will arise as you explore the possibilities and begin envisioning your plan. Knowing what you want will ensure that you use your energy wisely in the days ahead. Be patient at this time. Relax and be calm and peaceful so that you can recharge. The call for action will come later. When you become so frazzled that you can't decide how to move forward, the Brown Bear Spirit arrives to remind you to let go of your impatience in getting to answers and solving the problems that face you. Now is the time for rest and meditation. Take that break. Let insights arise, and know that you have plenty of time to make plans. Brown Bear Spirit reminds you that sometimes the best and most effective action is non-action, allowing the situation around you to reveal itself so that you can better understand it. Remember that what is yours will never be withheld from you. So you really can relax and wait until the next right action is revealed. Miracles come from out of nowhere, and yours will arrive on Great Spirit's timetable. Now I've pulled my card of courage, and this card would like to remind you that divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going. Do it. Don't worry. All will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. A prayer for you, dear Divine. May I feel your courage and your will. The Three of Swords is the next card that I pulled for this reading, and this card has a heaviness that none of the other cards in tarot possess. It's a feeling of a low, rumbling vibration. This is an energy that comes from feeling betrayed, of knowing that your trust has been violated, of being so painfully aware that you are not the victor, but rather the victim. It is the energy that comes from discovering your spouse cheated on you for years, or that your business partner cooked the books and left you holding the bag. This card seems to make its way into readings when there's a breach of trust within a group or a partnership. It may not indicate an ending, but it does represent a growing problem that needs to be resolved to mend the relationship. When the Three of Swords appears, you may need to be painfully honest with yourself and acknowledge an area in your life that you know is not right. I always look for something positive, even in the Three of Swords, and if there's one good thing that can be said about this card, it is that from the moment that you cross this energy, the process of healing can begin. There is absolute freedom that comes from knowing where you stand in a situation, of no longer being in the dark or played for a fool. When the artist who created this tarot deck thought about the heaviness of the Three of Swords energy and how it would relate in a deck full of beautiful creatures, their mind went straight to the poaching of elephant tusks, which is something that still continues today. That's what we see here going through the heart on this card. They thought about the bond between humans and elephants and how greedy and cruel a person must be to break that trust. The elephant energy is grounded and focused on establishing an unshakable family bond. It is there strength resides. When your heart is aching, when you feel betrayed, call on the elephant to help you connect with your family, to help you find loving support that will protect and heal your broken heart. Intelligent and courageous, the elephant will guide you toward rational and logical solutions when it's time to move forward. The next card that came up for this reading is my card of forgiveness. And it reminds you that healing comes from acceptance. A prayer for you. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. Now I've pulled the moon, and it is a card of darkness. There are cycles to everything and a season for everything. This card reminds you not to push yourself when the tides are against you, and not to be afraid of the darkness, as the darkness is as necessary as the light. It recommends that you take time to rest and repair. The divine feminine in all her forms is rising. The time for introversion, stability, and planning is here. The moon has had an unshakable pull on human imagination since we were able to stand up on our hind legs and look at it. Some of the earliest cave artworks feature it, and it has been particularly linked with feminine energies and the feminine divine. The typical human menstrual cycle length is the same length as the lunar cycle. We know the luteinizing hormone, lut means light, that triggers ovulation is highly triggered by all light, but especially by moonlight. Goddesses of the moon are featured in almost all polytheistic religions, and many, such as Diana, Artemis, Selene, are still worshipped today. Moon energy is flowful and changeable. Go to part 2 to finish up this message.